say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So Texas Tech's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Red Raiders are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got a man. It's Hudson.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Got room at the 35. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. On the play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on 3rd down. You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to find that little crevice that'll let you get to the 1st down mark.
Yeah, where's the old push play? USC Notre Dame. It's famous now. You need...
There he goes. ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack! The extra point here would tie the game.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss sweep to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They're trying to slam it in, and there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Sets up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. 1 running back in the backfield, and he has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the 1st down. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will open the call. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Hatchett. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. Fires to the tight end. And he's dragged down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Finding open areas. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Going to try to get it himself. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys. And
they've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. That'll bring him to within 4.
And how about the three-pointer from downtown? The long field goal attempt, they trust their kicker, and it took every inch. Just hits the crossbar and gets over and goes in.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Lubbock.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Raider. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat enough.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the catch. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping to go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Here's a heat. Creates a little room. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the run deep down the right side. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Grab behind the line, it's Clinton. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. NC State going up tempo.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's open. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down,
There he goes! And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Clinton. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pressure coming. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. This time he's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll take it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 2nd down coming up. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. The throw. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Red Raiders will try to run off the clock in the final minute. Little touch pass to the receiver. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Owens. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. The screen. He's got wheels. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A gut punch to this defense and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, and they no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.